Hey, good evening. So I'm Andrew Hooper, the founder of Breakthrough to Thrive and the principal of Hooper Financial. And today's topic is based on a juice bottle. Where are we at here? Evolution Fresh. Not a sponsor. So on this bottle, I got this morning because in the mornings I try to have some nutrition in the form of greens. Sometimes that's in the form of green powder. Sometimes it's in the form of a fresh blended smoothie. Sometimes it's in the form of a bottled mess that's actually got quite a bit of sugar in it. But at the same time, it does have some nutrients that come from plants, and I like that. So I go to Starbucks, also not a sponsor. And this morning, I grabbed this Evolution Fresh. And I drink it up, and as I'm kind of looking at it and taking a look to see what the ingredients are, and I don't know, not that it even friggin' mattered. Like, I literally just was going to buy it and drink it no matter what. But bottom line, I look at this thing, and it says, it's everyone's right to thrive. Now, that caught my attention, because what am I? I'm Breakthrough to Thrive. So I got to see, what does this say? And it says, every moment of every day, we can be our best, most loving, and vibrant selves. Together, let's step up to show up better than yesterday. Totally agree with that message. Completely and totally agree with that message. However, there's a piece that's missing. See, the challenge is a lot of times we believe that we have the right to thrive. And yet we are not willing to put in the work to thrive. See, thriving does not come free. I am constantly working to better understand what it is to thrive in my own life, and that's not without a tremendous amount of effort and work. And so if you are falling under this I don't know, I would call it a lie, that it's everyone's right to thrive. Well, that's true. It is everyone's right to thrive. I believe that wholeheartedly, which is why I have these videos, and which is why I created Breakthrough to Thrive. The challenge is that the part that I think is important is the piece around breakthrough. You cannot break through anything without effort or work. If you think about breaking through ice, it doesn't just happen. You have to bust through. If you fall into ice and you want to get out, you are going to have to bust through. If you want to get promoted in your job, maybe there's a glass ceiling, you've got to break through. And it takes work, it takes effort. It doesn't just happen. And so we can't go off of this mindset that I just have the right to thrive. Because the fact is, you have the right to earn it to thrive, right? So, there's a big thumb. There we go. So this evening, I just got done with my own little workout because physically, if I want to thrive, the fact is I need to get back in shape again. I let myself go, and it doesn't serve me. Man, I am just struggling with the lighting tonight, am I? So the fact is, this stuff doesn't just come to be. It doesn't just come to pass. It's not like I can eat crappy food and expect to thrive in the fitness and in my life and physically be able to perform in obstacle course racing or any physical challenge, whether it be skateboarding, obstacle course racing, I don't know, surfing, you name it. Anything that I want to do physically, rock climbing, I'm not going to be able to do that without the work. At the same time, in my career, I'm not going to be able to thrive in financial planning if I'm not constantly studying and keeping up and pursuing new horizons and understanding new methodologies and investment management and whatever else, continuing ed. If I want to thrive in my relationship with my wife, it's not going to happen without putting in work. You know, it's interesting. We get married, and I found myself falling into this too, where we get married, and it's like all of a sudden, it's like we just think that life is supposed to become, I don't know, like we don't have to put in work. You know, it's amazing. I find all these people getting divorces, and, you know, sometimes maybe the relationship isn't right. Maybe it's abusive. Who knows what it could be? And so I'm not saying that there shouldn't be any divorce, but at the same time, I feel like people give up too damn soon. The reality is, if you want a relationship that thrives, you want to be together 20 years, like Danielle and I now. 20 years we've been together. But guess what? That was not without some bumps and bruises. It wasn't without a ton of work. We put in a tremendous amount of effort to make our relationship work. We both made sacrifices. And there were times where I was an asshole, and there was times where she was a bitch. And it's just the way that it is. But the fact is, we both work through it together. And as a result of putting in that effort, we are so much more connected today than we were before. And that love continues to grow, and our connection continues to grow. Our kids, the fact is, we have to put tremendous amount of effort into them. There are some days I want to kill those boys. They drive me up the wall. But at the same time, they need to see me keep my cool. In order for them to learn how to stay cool, they've got to see me stay cool. And I struggled to learn that for a while. It would be easy for me to get really angry and yell at the boys. And it's not that I don't every now and then lose my cool, but the fact is, if I don't pay attention to how I manage myself with my children, how are they supposed to learn how to manage themselves with other kids or parents or school or grandparents? And do we do a perfect job? Hell no. I make mistakes all the time. But the fact is, I cannot thrive as a parent without a tremendous amount of work and a tremendous amount of effort. So it is true. Everyone has the right to thrive. However, there is no way on this planet you can expect to thrive without a tremendous amount of work and effort. The other thing that I was thinking about today is I was working with a couple tonight who were dealing with some financial planning issues, and they have two advisors. They have me, and they have one other gentleman. I've not met him before. He's been working with them about 3 years maybe, and I inherited them when I took over another financial services practice. Now, what's frustrating to me is I'm looking at all of their stuff, right? They want to thrive financially. And this other advisor wants to thrive in his business, and I'm certain that he wants to help the people he's working with. But what's extremely frustrating, and here's another piece, is that if you are in the business of helping other people, right, whether that's in selling goods, whether that's in healthcare, whether that's in teaching, whatever it may be, something that's extremely important is the components that matter. The pieces that you need to know in order to really, truly help someone thrive. Don't take shortcuts. See, because here's the problem. This gentleman who's working with them on some of their assets goes and invests them in an extremely aggressive way. These people are in their late 60s. And what he didn't realize is that they had other investments that were also invested extremely aggressively. Now, I come in and I get to meet with these folks, and I help them to better understand, their situation. And bottom line, again, I believe that this other advisor ultimately wants to help them. But here's the challenge. You cannot help people thrive. If you're in the business of helping people, you cannot help them thrive without all the facts. If you don't know what's going on in their life, if you want to help someone in, let's say, diet planning, right? If you don't know some of the stuff that's going on in their life, the stressors, the triggers that cause them to eat unhealthy food, there's no way that you are going to create sustainable breakthroughs within them. If I am working with someone in the financial planning space and I don't understand what their assets are, if I don't understand the things that they fear when it comes to finances, if I don't understand those things, there's no way that I can help them to fully achieve, and thrive within their financial objectives. So the thing I'd leave for you today is two things. One, you cannot thrive without work. And while you have the right to it, you cannot thrive without work. And so what I'd have you consider is considering that, the question I have for you is, where in your life are you expecting to thrive, but you're not putting in the work? Now, the second piece, if you're in the business of helping others to thrive, where in your practice, where in your business, where in your company are you not acquiring all the facts that you need to truly help those people have sustainable ability to thrive in whatever area it is that you help them with? So those are the things I'd love to have you consider. I want you to share with me below these things, the answers to those questions. Make sure to like, love, share this, subscribe to the videos on YouTube. And until next time, break through in an amazing way and make it a great day.